It's the NFL on EA Sports, where we'll see two of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. It's the Washington Commanders and the Chicago Bears. And it's coming up next on Madden Football.
And here it is, one of the NFL's truly iconic stadiums, and the oldest one still in use. It's Soldier Field in Chicago. Alongside my partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott, and this is a matchup, Brock, that we may see many, many times in the future of this league. A couple of rookie starters leading their offenses at quarterback.
And that really does make it a measuring stick game for both of them, Kate. Rookie quarterbacks in the draft, they're always linked to each other from the moment they're tabbed the starters in their first season. And then when you get to look across and you get to play one, you know that both of them want to be the one who leads their guys to a win, because that's a victory that'll be talked about, well, for the rest of their rookie season and beyond.
Matt Gay now ready to get this one started. And we're underway from Soldier Field. Devin Duvernay to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. After that return, he's looking pretty banged up out there. We're going to have a stoppage as team personnel comes out to look at him. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Coming out throwing is Williams. It's taken in by Roma Dunze. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Hauled down that time by Jonathan Jones.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4.
Kate, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Williams to throw on 3rd. Able to get it to Moore. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Out of the shotgun, a give to Swift. And he's going to work his way almost to midfield. That's stopped at the 48. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Here's Swift on 2nd down. Open space inside the 40. And he'll finally be taken down at the 25. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play, but they will take that execution every time.
Working inside the red zone. He brings it in. Touchdown, Chicago. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
Now Cairo Santos on to add the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bears will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So now the Commanders will get their turn at an opening drive of the game. They'll be led out by an elite runner, one of the game's top dual-threat young quarterbacks. He was taken second in 2024, Jaden Daniels.
Jaden's the closest thing we've seen to Lamar Jackson. And while there's only one Lamar Jackson, the two-time MVP, Jaden's going to push him a little bit in this league. He is a tremendous athlete. Over 1,000 yards rushing down the SEC, and he's just got the instincts, the feel to know when to run it. And man, he can also sling it. A quick, compact, accurate release. I can't wait to watch this guy's skill set unfold in the NFL.
And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. From the 34. That's completed right side. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And the Commanders will have a first.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Daniels from the pistol. He'll get this one to Brown. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. In the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
A toss now to Robinson. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
I think this is the part where they run away, Kate. As in run away from that monster. He's just too strong a presence to try to block them inside, and that time, it cost him some yards.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Daniels. That's caught for the first. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
An option give to Robinson. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. That tackle made by Tremaine Edmonds. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. He finds Brown right side. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Commanders will have a first.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Samuel comes in motion left. 1st and 10, a run to Robinson. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
He'll get this to Samuel. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Complete beyond the marker. Touchdown, Washington. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. But they couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Tyler Scott now to return it. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Back out comes the Chicago offense for their 2nd drive. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Williams. Throwing the out route complete. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Running behind center with Swift. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
1st and 10 from the 41. They are on the counter with Swift. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. We're back and all set for the 2nd quarter. Bears football. They'll have second down as they look to continue this good drive. Looking right, and he finds him. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Now an inside handoff to Swift. Escapes a defender. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They strike for 23 yards. And that's a Chicago first down.
I love these inside runs. Don't get away from them. You never know. You think it's going to be a short little gain, and then boom, get the right blocking, a possessed running back, and you get some serious yards on the table.
They'll come up first and 10. Going to run again with Swift. He'll cobble together a yard there. Brought down by the future Hall of Famer, Bobby Wagner. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Staying grounded with Swift. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. Off the play fake, Williams. Hits his running back. And he's going to be just inside the 10 before he goes out. They find 7 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down, and nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
He's got it on the bootleg. On the move, headed right.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. Swift. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Give them 3 yards, and they're just inches away on 3rd down.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on a 3rd and short.
Now trying to run with Swift. And he's in for the touchdown. The Bears take a 2nd quarter lead. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
And how about the other side? Beating a defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
Santos now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bears break that tie and now lead by 7. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Return coming from the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Commanders and QB Jaden Daniels headed out for their next look on offense. It's a touchdown ball game right now, Brock. 14-7 as they start this possession. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Daniels. Has a man, it's Brown. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. On first down, here's Daniels. Finds a seam down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's enough for a first down. Nice find by the rookie quarterback from LSU.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
You're going to go play action, Kate. You've got to sell, sell, sell. If you don't convince that defense you're running it, or if it's a situation where you never run the ball, you really do leave your quarterback dead in the water, vulnerable against a defense who will storm right past that fake and right into that pocket.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Trying again, following the sack. That's complete. Here's Brown. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Javon Dexter escorted him to the ground.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit, and you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. Into the hands of Samuel, complete. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Daniels to throw on 4th. Has him on the quick hitter. That'll be a 20-yard hit on 4th down, Brock, and it keeps this drive moving.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure of the drive's right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Here's Robinson. And they'll make this stop after a small push to the 5. Give him a couple on the run, and it's now 2nd and goal.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
2nd and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone. He gets this one to McLaurin. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Soldier Field. The Commanders at a disadvantage on the scoreboard. They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. Motioning one of the tight ends. Daniels, 3rd and goal. And that is caught. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
Gay to add the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Commanders tie things up at 14. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Scott now to return. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The Bears and DeAndre Swift set for their next drive. And he has run roughshod over them in this opening half. Pretty sure this is the exact kind of start that he was hoping to have here. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Williams from the gun. Working the sideline, that's Odunze. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, it looks like the 30.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 32. Has the connection to Odunze. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with them in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it, but no connection to be made.
Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Caught, nice gain left side. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a Bears 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Escapes the pocket. He's keeping it. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Second down now, 7 to go. From the 19. Able to get it to Moore. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Timeout Chicago. It uses its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Completed over the middle. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
Bears trying to get everyone set. They're going quickly here. To throw, Williams. Catch is made in close. And he's going to be marked down 5 yards short of that first. So now, here's 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, Williams. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Commanders pick this one up. The 50. The 30. Gets the 10. And Washington finishes the return in the end zone. Touchdown! The Commanders take a lead on the final play of the half. Great time to bring some extra pressure off that snap, and that made all the difference in getting that fumble and the defensive score.
I could hear it in your voice. I think you saw it coming. I saw it coming. I think even the crowd saw it coming.
Yep.
But that quarterback did not see that blitz coming, and boy, did it pay dividends.
Gay to add the extra point. And his kick is good. What an ending to our opening half as they take the lead. Well, that brings us to the midway point of this one. The Commanders enjoying a nice little lead here on the road. Now we'll send you south to Orlando for a check-in around the league via Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got for us?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in a bit. But first, time for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both of these offenses had their share of high points in that first half. Each team had some big moments, and it would seem this could turn out to be a game where the last score wins.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Has this at the 6. This return makes it up to the 25. Out comes the offense for Washington to begin the 3rd quarter. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Daniels from the pistol. This is hauled in by McLaurin. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Man in motion here. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And they had that one contained right at the line. Sent to the ground by Kyler Gordon. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
As a corner in this league, well, you can go to the Pro Bowl if you can cover. If you want to be an all-pro, you stick someone like that.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Running back, motioning right. We'll get it complete to Brian Robinson Jr. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Jalen Johnson with the stop.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Throwing on 3rd and long. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up. Following the play, we have an injured Commander. The training staff out there to check on him as we pause. Commanders punting on 4th down, and they're going to bring out the ever-reliable lefty vets, Tressway. Secures this at the 17. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Bears and this running back headed back out for a new series. Nice kick there. It's a punt of 53 yards. And it's going to be Bears football. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Tackle made on the play by Dietrich Wise. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Running with Swift out of the gun. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it about 7 yards on that run. Now it's going to be 3rd down and 4.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Williams to throw on 3rd. He's got the ball on the sideline. Ooh, difficult play, small gain, but it counts. 1st down.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. They run with Swift. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. On the give, it's Swift. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
And for the Commanders, a 5th defensive back out there. They're going nickel on 3rd down. He's got him. That's Swift. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
On 4th down, it's Torrey Taylor on for the Bears to punt this away. And he'll bring in this fair catch at the 13. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Commanders' drive is going to start from deep on their own side of the field. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Daniels. This ball's caught by McCaffrey. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Kevin Byard there to bring him down.
There's no route on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the gun, it's Robinson. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. That tackle made by Tremaine Edmonds. They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes him to 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Well, a tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Daniels. He'll get this one to Brown. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Now Daniels to throw. Caught by his back. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Tackle made by Jaquan Brisker.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Again, Daniels to the air. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, we chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
The Commanders ready for the punt. And this is the 2nd time he's been brought on to kick it. That hits at the 9, but nobody around to grab it. It carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Bears back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And get that big old marker out. Cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Now Williams. Fits it through the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. Off the play fake, Williams. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. This is Swift. And that's good for a gain of 5. Hauled down that time by Jonathan Jones. 5 yards makes the hole a little smaller. It's going to be 3rd and 14 coming up.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Gotta figure out this 3rd down here. To throw is Williams. We've got a screen to the running back. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the 1st. So we're through 3 here. The Bears have the ball, and they're going to need to score. They come in trailing. Chicago brings out the punting unit. And he'll try to have his second punt top his first one. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. This punt out of bounds on the fly. We're waiting for the mark. Looks like they're going to say it's short of the 30. Washington ready to go on offense as they take the field. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. They've got first down from the 31. They'll start this series with an option left. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, some really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
From the 39, able to find Ertz. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Daniels now. He gets this one to McLaurin. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Here's Daniels. That's complete. Here's Austin Eckler. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. They get an even 10 on that play. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They've got first down from the 31. Backfield is empty as they motion him out right. Got it, man. Robinson has it. And this one does not go far.
You know, Kate, it is so hard on these defenses to try to keep an eye and monitor on these running backs when they leave the backfield, especially if he's waiting to chip a defender or delays in the start of his route. He's really an underrated part of their overall passing game.
On second down, Robinson. And he's able to get this down to the edge of the red zone. That's going to be a gain of 6, and they need only inches now here on third down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Third and short, Daniels. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out. It's an 8-yard gain. What a great call on 4th down. It keeps this drive moving.
Oh, so close to getting off the field. But the fourth down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. But now they're going to have to buckle down and force another fourth down.
And that is caught. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the fourth. Deebo Samuel, the touchdown. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
Gay to add the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders double their lead to 14. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Scott now to return. And look at this return. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. Chicago getting set to take the field now. Well, their last drive, not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First down, here's Swift. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Williams from the gun. Throwing the out route complete. They gain 14 on the play. And that's a Chicago first down.
Kate, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
First and 10 from the 42. Working from the gun, Williams. Has him on the quick hitter. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 27 on the play. And that's good for a Bears first down.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the first down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well, and it sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Working quickly here. And that's going to be brought in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears now within 1 score in the fourth. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups, and when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
So now the Bears getting set. Big moment coming as they go for 2. Trying for it on the ground. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails. Well, I know we normally look for where the breakdown occurred here, partner, but I think he just made a really good play defensively to get back there.
Yeah, you're not just thinking. He absolutely did it. That defender was reacting. Go shoot your shot. And that is teaching tape for that.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Fielded at the 7. Returns looking good so far. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. The Commanders headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's brought down after a short gain.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Now Daniels off the play action. This is hauled in by McLaurin. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 27 on the play. And the Commanders will have a first.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
It's the 2-minute warning from Chicago. Commanders up by 8. They're set up at the 35 now. Here's Robinson up the middle. And he's going to take this only to about the 31. So quickly the defense burns a timeout here. 1:57 remaining in the game. Second down now, 7 to go. First carry now for Austin Eckler. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. No surprises here. Defense quick to stop that clock. We've got 1:53 left in this game. The Bears into the nickel for 3rd down. Looking to throw. He has the first over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. They drop to a knee, and what little time we have left here is going to tick down.
This is situational football at its best. There's still some time left to bleed off the clock, but the really important thing here is you've got to bleed every second of that clock that you can.
2nd down, probably going to see him kneel it again here. Robinson on the inside give. And he manages to reach the 19 before he stopped. Moving in the right direction that time, but only 2 yards picked up, so it's 3rd and 9. Setting up for the kneel down on third. He goes to a knee as time winds down in this one.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
Matt Gay now in a high-pressure spot. He's got to drive this 37 yards down the middle. Up and good from Fairbairn. And it's now a two-possession game as the lead grows to 11. So it's a win on the road for the Commanders. Well, partner, we spoke earlier about how much of a factor this home crowd was going to be. But even with the added boost from the friendly confines, couldn't will them to the victory.
Yeah, sometimes it just isn't your game. You're never going to win them all, even at home. But what's important now is learning from this defeat, hitting the film room, hitting the weights, making sure this doesn't happen again. Don't let this loss beat you twice.
So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner, Brock Heward, and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Commanders as we say so long from Chicago.